you.
This is like this.
He's been practicing backstage for the last 5 minutes. I think he's doing great. I want to hear about Project Runway, and I'm pretty sure everyone else here does also. Apparently they think you should have won. I happen to agree. So what was it like being on Project Runway?
Oh my gosh, this time around it was really cool doing the show. Of course, it's always an intense pressure cooker, but you know, when you have your best friend being on the show with you, Mondo Guerra, who won, round of applause for Mondo. It was a little easier, you know, this time around. And when you do it the first time, they have to make really good TV, and they say crazy things to you and criticize your work on stage and make you humiliated a little bit. But you know, this time around, the judges were great, and they know that you've been through the ringer, and they show you a lot of respect on the show.
So did you feel like being on Project All-Stars was like way more difficult than being on season 8, or was it just different?
It was just a different experience. You know, they were a little more lenient with you, because I don't know if you know this, but like when you do Project Runway, you're not allowed to call your friends, your family. If you have kids, you can't call in to check up on them.
And you have kids, right?
Yeah, and I have 2 kids, so it's tough. This time when you do All-Stars, they're a little more lenient with you, because they know you have a business that you need to run, a family to take care of, so they let you. There's a little more slack there, and that takes a lot of the pressure off.
So in a situation like that where you obviously want to win, how do you balance being almost best friends with someone like Mondo and the competition? You guys were literally neck and neck at the end.
Yeah, we totally were neck and neck at the end, but I think he and I both didn't really look at it as competition against each other. I think we just both wanted to do good. You know, whether he won or I won, we were both going to be happy, and that's just how we approached it. Each challenge, we kind of developed like a system. Mondo and I would talk and I'd say, okay, this week you have to get it. This week I have to get it. You can't don't let Cara beat you. Don't let Robbie beat you. You better do it.
And you guys won a lot of the challenges. I was looking through some of the episodes, and a lot of times it was, you know, back and forth between you guys. So you definitely.
That's true. Yeah, with the Diane Von Furstenberg challenge, and then a few other ones. So it was.
So was the Miss Piggy challenge your favorite challenge, or
one of my favorites? My favorite was Diane Von Furstenberg, and it's not just because I won that challenge, but you know, it's been a goal of mine to go to New York, meet Diane Von Furstenberg, get a job with her, and you know, just that's what I wanted. And then, you know, you get the surprise of her coming on stage and seeing her and then winning the challenge, and then she tells me to call her. That was just mind-blowing.
Did you call her?
Of course I called her.
Can you give us any details?
Maybe.
So secretive. On, you know, Runway All-Stars, you have Joanna Coles. On season 8, you had Tim Gunn. Did you prefer one over the other? Was there a big difference?
You know, there's a huge difference, but it's a good difference. I like both of them. Tim Gunn is absolutely amazing, and there's no one else like him. He's just absolutely great, and you know, he really was missed on the All-Stars. And a lot of people don't know that when season 9 of Project Runway was filming, All-Stars was also being shot at the same time. So there was a lot of controversy of why he couldn't do the show, but that's the #1 reason. But Tim is amazing, but when he comes in, you know, he don't really wear the clothes. He don't wear, you know, the beaded gown with the leather jacket or the crazy feather skirt that you see on the stage. Joanna Coles does. So she gets a woman's point of view as a mentor. So when she comes in and she says, oh, I love the top, what can you pair it with? Can you do it with a great little pair of dark denim jeans? You know, she gets it. So there's a really good difference, but I like Joanna Coles' point of view just a little bit better because it's coming from a woman, someone who wears the clothes.
So when she would come in there and say, you know, is this hideous or is it fabulous? Did you take her, you know, suggestions sometimes and change your garments, or did you always stick with, you know, the vision that you had, the sketch that you had?
I always stick to the vision that I had. That's just how I roll. Like I'm not gonna let somebody tell me how to change my design. And you know, when Tim Gunn used to come in and he'd be like, Michael, this worries me. I mean,
she looks like she's going to Jamba Juice, but you don't know what she wants because she's psycho. I mean, I can't get this, Michael. But you know, little Tim Gunn first station, but
Joanna, her main concern was this bra thing. I mean, yes, I did a lot of plunging necklines on this season, but you know, I make clothes that women can wear a bra with.